close. So finally, uh, into the third game of this little mini series. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's completely different. This is Songhai. Okay, so I kept the movement spell, the 1/1 range, and the 3/3 backstab. 3/3 backstab is great to have out immediately and on the board for control, because just a regular general attack will not kill it. And a lot of people don't want to use rush or pings to get rid of it or anything like that. They don't see it as that big of a threat, which is pretty great for Songhais. Because they take so long to scale, I think is the thing. Okay, so this is looking really bad. She's getting rid of a lot of my early game pressure, and I don't know what you call it, but early game like setup for mid game destruction. So I'm left with just the Chakari. And the next turn, I'll have the 5 mana Crimson Blade or whatever it's called. So that little fizz looking thing, she got 2 of them out. Okay, I think I remember this game. She played a lot of those, and she kept reviving them. She trapped me here actually pretty well. As a Vannar player, this is the number one thing that they try and go for, typically, is trap you on your side of the board. So they can take advantage of their infiltrates. And that fizz looking thing, whatever, Snow Chaser, it's one of their more powerful cards. So I have to trade over just to kind of get out of this little box here. And does it get returned to their hand? Does that mean it just goes to the graveyard? Or whatever, discard pile. Graveyard. I'm still thinking like freaking like Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff like that. So I throw out the 2/5. I don't have very many options. I definitely don't want to use a rush or my Mask of Shadows on, basically nothing. I should definitely put a Sword of Mechazor in here. I've noticed a lot of other Songhais will do that. And the Sword of Mechazor is the 3/3 with Frenzy. It's great because it's out of general kill range, but also, it's a cheap Frenzy character. You don't have to put other mechs in the deck or anything, just the sword. And then you can also unexhaust it since it has 3 attack. So she continues to trap me in here. This is looking really, really bad. But her... Oh man, this looks so bad for me. And I have no Frenzy, I've got nothing. I'd be surprised if I don't just straight up concede here in the next turn or two. What can you do to get yourself out of this situation? I mean, it's just this. It's like one part good card draw on her part to be able to get a lot of these low cost minions and to be able to clear my board effectively in the first turn or two and be able to play stuff. And I wasn't able to counteract that. I don't want to say oh, she got lucky. It's not really, especially in Duelist when you can mulligan each turn. It's a lot less about luck and luck. But there is something to be said about variance. Variance is something, a term Trump uses that it's not necessarily lucky or not lucky. It's just things turned out this way. Things can either go a bit better or they can go a bit worse. And in this turn, or this go around, it went a bit worse for me. But as long as I move over to this left side, but enough, about me trying to. Oh, and that's completely and totally game over. Yeah. So it's just I don't want to say oh, I didn't make any mistakes, but it was kind of bad variance. And that's all there's really to say about that. VODs, more VODs. We're up against Dr. Chicken Salad. I am King Sakri. That's actually the first time I've said that in quite a while. I like doing these what Xbox Ahoy calls cold opens, where you don't say oh hey, I'm King Sakri, how y'all doing, YouTubers? Now that I think about it, looking back over my old videos, it's pretty lame to do that. So now I'm just gonna start most videos with VODs. Let's talk about them. I rather like that opening. So anyway, this is actually a completely the exact same opening I used in the last game against the Vannar. I just hope it goes better this time. So right off the bat, we got a enemy Songhai. And I believe this is still Diamond Division from November. And now it's late December, almost January. It's actually the 31st of December today. I didn't play like at all during December. I think I played maybe 5 or 6 games. So I'm a bit rusty, which is why I come back to do some reviews. So immediately he does a 1-for-1 trade. Like exactly a 1-for-1 trade. Oh wow, it's actually going to completely clear my board right now. It's a bit of a waste to use that +3 attack. But he did clear my board, and that is important. But I'm just going to summon another one. Which is why maybe he should have backed off and maybe tried to do some other way of dealing with it. So right off the bat, I am coming out ahead. And I went second. And if I go second and I get a minion on board, that's I'm dictating the pace by this point instead of him. But right now I have all spells. Next turn I definitely want to get rid of that the Pado card. Oh hey, there's Songhai. And they put it behind him, which is a good idea. So even if like it seems like my character can't get all the way down there to his back, he realizes the possibility of me having a movement spell. So even if you, when playing against Songhai, even if you don't think that they can get there, or if they even if they don't even have a minion at all, you still place it behind yourself. So I go ahead and use my movement spell to get it behind him and get rid of Songhai, so he can't draw any cards, even though he's at 6 cards. So that what that tells me is that he's prepping for a combo right now, or he has a dead hand. So this is either really great or really awful. So I go ahead and just burn my rush card plus my 3+ attack, because I just want to get to the point where I'm just to where he's in the kill zone as soon as possible, and I had all that extra mana left as well. So when I realize that he's either prepping for a combo, that means I have to get there and kill him as fast as possible, or he's a dead hand, and I still have to kill him as fast as possible. Because he's not going to have a dead hand forever. He still has a lot of cards. And there's not a lot of cards in Songhai's deck, most Songhai's deck, that is completely useless. So he used the Lantern Fox, but he did not have an unexhaust. But he only had 5 mana, so I guess it doesn't matter. So by this point, I'm completely in control. He uses Lantern Fox. He didn't have an answer, or he didn't have a way of dealing damage. And 19 health it's a pretty safe amount to be at. And right now he can't immediately kill my whatever it's at right now, 5-4, 5-5. Looks like he may still try, maybe like a Mask of Shadows or something. Nah, Tuskborn. That should kill it, I think. It should definitely kill it. He's probably going to attack the no, he's going to go for me. Nope, okay, he went for that. I think if I was him, Nah. I was gonna say if I was him, I would have done all damage onto me, but that's actually not the best. That's not great, because then you're assuming that I don't have any damage cards or any other way to damage him, which is not a good assumption to make against Songhai. So he went for board control, but once he goes for board control, then he's completely committed to the idea of a slow death, basically, because I was gonna be dictating the pace for the rest of the match anyway, and then that is game over. So I took control early, and then there's just nothing you can do. Yeah.